Hello everybody, I got some good news for all of you Xbox players out there, and myself, because I am a happy Xbox 360 owner. And these are some really good news for us who are worried about the next Xbox One. A few sources around on the internet have now indicated that Microsoft are actually removing the DRM on their consoles. That is great news right there. And it has created a lot of buzz all around on the internet already. You can find a few links in the description, you can read all about it. But I just want to take my opportunity and just say that this is a great thing. Basically, they now made this update on their official website, saying that we do not need to be connected to the internet with the Xbox One. Boom! That one is set. You can lend games. Boom! Set. You do not need to connect every 24 hours. Boom! Set. You do not need to install the games on your console. Boom! Set. So, to me, this was pretty much exactly what Sony said under E3. And actually, I'm kind of surprised that Microsoft are coming out and saying this stuff now. They're announcing this right now. Like, I always kind of believed for the last few weeks that, at launch, the PlayStation 4 is certainly going to be the best console without any of that DRM bullcrap. And then Microsoft are going to realize their backlash and eventually, maybe after a few years, get rid of their DRM, and then the Xbox One will become a great console. Now, I didn't expect them to announce it this early, like literally a week after E3. It also raises the question, why didn't they announce this a week earlier, on E3? I mean, on E3, not only did they not mention anything about it, but they canceled the roundtable meetings and stuff afterwards. So, I'm honestly thinking that they were unsure about what they should do about this. I think they were honestly just waiting for Sony to see what they were going to say. I think that Microsoft predicted that Sony was going to do the same thing. And now seeing that they got completely humiliated by Sony on the free press conference, I guess just all the employees at Microsoft felt so embarrassed at working at Microsoft that they had to change it now. And in a way, Xbox and PlayStation are chained together. They can't go too far away from each other in their policies. There's no way it would have worked that Xbox should go all in that direction and say we're going to have DRM, and then Sony would go completely in the opposite direction. It wouldn't work. Because then multi-platform games would have DRM on one console and not the other. It just wouldn't. So now, suddenly, my stance on which console I want to get suddenly gets a little bit harder. There is still that barrier, that $100 barrier between them. I'm even considering to not get any of these consoles. But even with these great updates, and even though I think the Xbox One right now actually seems superior to the PlayStation 4 in many ways, I think I'm still leaning towards the PlayStation 4. Simply because it is a little cheaper, and also just that I want to try something new, because I haven't really been a PlayStation player. Sony actually has first-party developers, and not just exclusive partnership for 1 year. But the Xbox One also impressed me with a lot of games, like Sparks, but that game is coming to the Xbox 360. Titanfall, that one's coming to the Xbox 360. Halo, it's a question if I really do need to play that game. Today I was actually going to upload my E3 opinions video for the Microsoft press conference, but then these news came along and suddenly that video I made just feels so irrelevant. A lot of the things I'm saying in that video are now completely irrelevant because they have now stated their flaws and are now fixing their DRM. So I think I'm still going to upload the video probably tomorrow, but just keep in mind when you're watching it, it was made before these announcements, so just please keep that in mind. So anyways, that was pretty much all I had to discuss about the Xbox One DRM. I think Microsoft did a great job that they're ditching the DRM completely. And I think I'm done talking about this topic. Now there's another topic I want to talk about. I want to talk a little more about Super Mario 3D World, okay? Because honestly, I've been reading your feedback and stuff. I've been getting a lot of positive feedback about people agreeing with me and a lot of people disagreeing with me. Now, if that video didn't really convince you that Super Mario 3D World is going to be just a generic, mediocre game that's certainly in no way going to live up to the standards of Super Mario 64 and Sunshine and Galaxy, then I seriously recommend you to see the latest video from the final bossman, which I saw last night. That was incredible. if you just watch the latest video of the final bossman on GameTrailers.com, and just I had to watch that video multiple times because he had so many damn good points that I didn't make in my video about Super Mario 3D World. For example, he started comparing the game to Mario Kart 8, how the levels in that game look so beautiful and how there's so much wonderful design. He said like, I just want to jump out of the car and explore those levels instead of Super Mario 3D World. That is absolutely true. If you just look at the effort they put into designing those levels in Mario Kart, which have real environments that look great, and then compare it to the Super Mario 3D World environments, everything is boxes in the air. There's like no real environments. And then he was also talking about context, how, okay, sure, story is not important, but context is. And why is it just a flagpole? Out of nowhere. And the fixed camera just makes you feel like you're looking into a box. Now, I've also been reading the comments on my own video. Someone pointed out that you can actually rotate the camera in Super Mario 3D World by moving the gamepad left and right. But you know what, this is just panoramating. You're just switching the view so you can see slightly more to the left and slightly more to the right. You can't rotate it all around Mario. You can't do that. That's how I would describe the difference between Super Mario 3D World and the old Mario games, where you actually felt like you were in an environment, where you could turn the camera all around and there was stuff in all directions. In Super Mario 3D World, everything is in one direction. You're looking straight in one direction and you never feel like you're really in that world. It feels like you're looking into a box. That is very lame. A lot of you got really upset that I was complaining about Super Mario 3D World this much, but I'm like, it's fine if Nintendo are making another series, that this is turning into yet another series of games, but I just hope they do not forget the hardcore Mario players, because casual players, they can't see the difference between Galaxy and Super Mario 3D World, but I just hope they don't forget us. We want something of higher standards, and that Nintendo should really be making a high budget Mario game, because there's no reason why they shouldn't. They are rich, they should do it. But they don't have to, because these mediocre Mario games sell so well anyways. But anyways, I'm going to stop kicking a dead horse, and I really hope that Nintendo will one day realize the greatness of their previous Mario games, and revive the open world games like Mario 64 and Sunshine, and maybe even give us a Galaxy 3 and stuff like that. So anyways, thanks for watching guys, and also Microsoft, great job ditching the DRM. I see you in the next video.